All right, we're going to talk about snow chances and why snow is so difficult to forecast as opposed to rain or even temperatures. So snow is more difficult to forecast because there's more factors. More factors equals more possibilities. It could go either way or multiple ways when looking at snowfall. So one of those rules is you need it to be cold. It needs to be 32 degrees or colder for snow to really be likely. Any warmer than 32 degrees, that freezing mark, and your snow chances pretty much start to vanish and go away pretty quickly. You also need a cold atmosphere, not just up in the upper levels, but also at the surface, low levels, and mid levels of the atmosphere. It has to be a cold profile through and through. It also depends on the storm track of the upper level storm system. That can sometimes be tricky to pin down too early in advance of a storm coming away. So that's why we may be very vague a week out from a storm and really don't get the details on until probably 2 or 3 days out from a snow chance. So let's talk about precipitation types real quick, okay? There's that cold atmosphere we're talking about. Cold air from the top to the bottom, that's typically snow. When there's just a little bit of warmer air mixed in there, you can sometimes have some melting and then refreezing if it's cold enough at the surface to get a little bit of sleet. And if it's just a really low area of freezing temperatures and a warm air mass above, you get rain and then it freezes on contact, creating those icy situations. Then, of course, if the whole profile is 32 degrees warmer than 32 degrees, you get a warmer air. Of course, you come up with rain. So we're trying to pinpoint snow, though. You can see why it's difficult. It's not just one layer of the atmosphere. It's a combined profile, the entire atmosphere. Something else to look at, okay? There's a bunch of models out there, okay? There's a lot of them. And the only way to really get a reliable idea of forecasting snowfall is to look at what's known as an ensemble model. An ensemble takes into account about 50 different computer models. This is 25 of those 50 computer models for the European model specifically. There's also this same ensemble data for the American model and the Canadian model, all saying different things. But this is a good idea. You can see all the different data coming in. The best way to get the most reliable data when looking long term is to take that ensemble data and take an average of all those different models. The average, in this case, shows snow's possible, but again, not a lot. The bullseye looks to be farther northward. So you're looking for those trends. And in this case, the trend with the ensemble is less likely than not, probably not going to be snow in this particular case here. So why does that happen? Well, the reality of long-range forecasts is when you start out in advance a week or more away, there's a lot of different ways that forecast can change, okay? It could go way over here to the left, nothing at all. It could land right in the middle. You can get 12 inches of snow. Or you can go to the right and you get, 1 inch of snow. There's a lot of different factors in there that really don't know until that storm gets a little closer, okay? So the closer you get to the day of, the smaller your option range gets. You shrink down your options, get more definitive answers, and get some of those details filled in after you get about 3 to 2 days out in advance of a storm. So here's an example, okay? If you're looking at snowfall, right now, 1 week from now, we're looking at a storm coming in with possible snow. Right now, that is almost 4,000 miles away. A lot can happen between now and that 4,000 miles. It could go to the north, it could go to the south, okay? So there's some uncertainty there in the track of a storm, and generally, that can be some pretty big discrepancies. If it goes to the southerly track, follows this bottom blue line, that would bring the colder air and the snow chances farther southward. If it follows the northerly track, this top blue line, that would push the snow northward, and it would also bring the rain chances northward as well. So it really just depends, and again, you really don't get to pin down these details until this storm gets a little closer from offshore, onshore, and then it's about 2 or 3 days before you can really start to get some of those details released. For the time being, just keep things generalized about a week out, but always pay attention to the forecast. Things can change. This is hopefully a little helpful to you as to why things change and why it's important to really just keep an eye on certain weather events about a week out if your local meteorologist tells you to. Stay with Ozarks First for more.